Hello, my name is Jonan Kamrano. I'm the team leader at Jonaki Holdings Limited, where we offer credit, we give money. You can always check us out at www.jonakiholdings.com. And you can also check out my YouTube channel at Jonan Kamrano. I've shot a number of videos on this subject matter, and I don't shoot theory, I shoot practical. I speak practical things that I have done, that I'm experiencing, because I know if I went through a challenging time, if I went through a tricky loan, I wouldn't wish that you actually go through the same. So I get to share with you the experience. And sometimes school fees in lending is very, very expensive. Sometimes lending, it's very expensive. School fees is very, very expensive, because you're looking at huge amounts of money. So actually, if you learn one or two things and implement, you'll benefit. So today we have quite an interesting topic, because each one of us needs business, irrespective of what you actually do. If you lend money, you need business. If you have boutiques, you need business. If you sell cars, you have a car bond, you need business. If you're in government or if you're in supplies, you need business. So all of us need business, isn't it? So in this year 2024, there are key opportunities, especially for lenders, that you may have to explore to actually get business. Because as we actually move forward, the market is getting circulated with the lenders. Though others are getting out of market, are getting out of business, but others are coming up. So in almost every few kilometers, you actually find someone who lends money. You find someone who lends money. So it has become, a very, very common business, because one, it's easy to start. Someone has 10 million, someone has 5 million, and he wants to start lending. Someone has, 5 million, has 30 million, has 50 million, wants to start lending. Because some of them are not even formally registered. Someone just gets a place, rents, and then starts lending. Even as individuals, people lend. So it's getting circulated. So if you don't become creative on how you can actually increase your clientele, it becomes very tricky. You get to shrink in terms of clientele and in terms of business. So I want to share with you what opportunities you can actually get to explore in this year 2024, and probably they can get benefit you, because I've benefited as well. One of the opportunities is to join social networks. You need to network. You need to join social networks. Strategize. Say this year I'm going to join 2 or 3 social networks. There are a number of social networks that are even targeted towards business leaders, towards business people. I have one of the social networks, BNI, Business Network International. It is actually targeted towards business people. Some people gather together for the intention of cutting deals, for the intention of giving referrals, for the intention of growing one another. So if you don't belong to such a network, you may not be able to experience drastic growth. You may not be able to actually get to benefit of the referrals, because the intention is business. So you can amass a number of clients from such a network. There are a number of other networks. If you play golf, if you play golf, yes, but you can join the golf club. If you don't play golf, you can get to learn for the sake of having that social network. If you ride bikes, you can join the association of the bikers. There are a number of associations, but you need to belong to an association, a social that is actually majorly targeting business leaders. Join Rotary, but make it a strategy for this year to know that at least I'm joining 2 or 3 social networks. As a business person, you cannot afford to live in isolation. You cannot afford to work from business or from work to home, from home to work, from Monday to Sunday, and you think you're going to cut it. You will not cut it. You need social networks. Even at an individual level, you need social networks. Especially if you're playing in the money lending industry, you need social networks. You'll get in a situation where only your colleague can actually get to help you. You get in a situation where you alone cannot even maneuver. A situation that would have taken you 10 years or 5 years can actually take you one day, because of one contact that you actually have. But you cannot have that contact if you don't expose yourself to an environment where that contact can be picked. Get to a place that is decent and take a cup of coffee for the sake of targeting a particular contact. Because there's some contact that you not get in a particular place. So you have to step up to another place to actually get to have that contact. So key thing is expose yourself to networks. Because you not only get business, but also you get contacts that will get to help you. Point number 2 is customer care. I've come to realize that when you're giving out a facility, do not target the client alone, that very client alone. No. There are a number of other clients or potential clients that client that you're serving actually knows. That if you serve that client very well, he can actually get to refer you. Businesses are sustained on referrals. You can reach a moment and you're even on autopilot, where you don't even have to advertise as much. Just because you've served the client very well, they get to refer you to their friends and their colleagues. That's why it is important that it is your intention that you don't clash with any client. That's why it's important that you actually watch the previous videos, that you get to become strict in your process and in your procedures. Because then you only serve clients that qualify to get money. Do you know it is a disfavor to even give a client who cannot afford the money? If I cannot afford 50 million and you give me that 50 million, you've not done me a favor, you've done me a disfavor. Because I'm going to fail to pay, then at the end of it I'm going to clash, and before you know it, I cannot refer another client. A client that you have clashed with cannot refer another client. So it is important that you actually get to handle your clientele very well, with the intention that you're not serving that client alone, but you're serving several other clients that client knows, that you may not even know, that you may not even get to know at a certain point. But through him, if you served him very well, they can actually get to expose you to those clients and you actually get to serve them. So referral. So if there's one thing that you have to explore this year is master customer care. Master customer care. Granted, we are playing in a very tricky industry. Granted, clients have different intentions. Granted, clients have different behavior. But I would urge you that you actually get to improve on the customer care. It's something that we are learning, that we are doing, and that we intend to continue improving on and doing better. So the moment you serve someone very well, you will not serve that person alone, but a lineup of several other people. Point number 3, listen, listen, listen. We have the notion that you sit back to think for the clients, but in this industry it's unfortunate. It is not fair to the client and even to yourself to start thinking that the client will need this, will need this, will need this. You'll be serving yourself. And if you only serve yourself, you won't run that business. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you close shop. Even if your family members supported you, you can only have enough number. So you need outside numbers, outside people, outside clientele. So you can imagine, if you've been thinking for them, that means you cannot address their challenge. So you need to seek feedback. After serving me, can you seek my feedback? How has your loan treated me? How have I maneuvered? How have I progressed? Excuse me. What can I do better? You need to get that from the client himself or herself. Stop thinking for the client. Seek feedback. Learn what you can improve. It is only that information can only be got from the client, not you. You cannot serve the food and taste it and assess the quality of the food. You need someone to taste the food and tell you you have cooked very well. You need someone to eat on that food and tell you today you did a very good sauce. So same applies to money lending. Someone needs to test your service and tell you please improve here. I think you told me 12 hours, but now you process in 24 hours. You either revise it to 24 hours, you tell a client in advance, or you check on your system so that you can reduce on the turnaround time. So seek feedback from the client so that you can serve them better. Because in serving them better, you actually increase your clientele and then you get sustainably, you grow in your business. So it is important that you actually get to listen from the clients. You cannot listen from them until you serve them or give them or get feedback from them. So you need to get feedback from the clientele to tell you where you can actually do better, and then you'll get to grow. So those 3 things, master them and do them, among others. These are the key things that if you made yourself intentional, if you became intentional, you can actually get to grow. So listen, 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 and move to the direction of what the clients are telling you to do, rather than just sitting back and thinking for the clientele and imposing it on them. So with that, I thank you for watching. I hope you've benefited, but above all, go out there and implement, and implement. You'll have benefited me, you'll have benefited yourself, and above all, you'll have benefited your employees, and the God in heaven will appreciate Him granting you the opportunity to be at the helm of that institution, to be leading that institution. Because it's not about you, as I always say, it's not about you, it's about the staff that you serve, it's about the employment that you're creating, it's about the households that you're supporting. Because as you're employing that person, he has several other dependents. Before you know it, you're employing 5 people, but in a nutshell, in the long run, you're actually employing probably 100 people. And all those are depending on you. So if you close, it's not you who will suffer, but a number of other people. And it will be a disgrace to the Lord who entrusted with that business. It will be a shame on your side as well to the Lord that entrusted with that business at that particular time. So with that, go and implement, go and learn, go and grow. Then together we shall get to shine. So see you at the top. Always check us out at www.regionalkeyholdings.com, and also like this YouTube channel and leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching.